Hey, what's going on, you pink pin churchin? Before we get into today's video, I just want to mention my live stream. I stream every day on Twitch, except Thursdays. Go check it out. Twitch.tv/AzulGG. First link in the description. Alright, so let's talk about the deck we're playing today. We're playing some Expanded once again, and we're playing Dragapult. Now, this is not my list. Like I said, with most of my Expanded lists, they're not my lists. I don't play a whole ton of Expanded right now. I wanna play more. I did play a little bit with this list on the ladder the other day, but yeah, I did not make this list. This is Lee Boy's list that they used to get second place at the last Expanded Limitless event. So I haven't played. This has been a pretty popular deck in Expanded for a while now. But I actually haven't played against any in tournaments myself, but it's been very popular. I think it was one of the most popular decks at in that Expanded Limitless event, or tied for like second place with a bunch of decks, basically. Like 10 of them, a bunch of decks with like 10 to 11 decks in the tournament, but pretty solid. I wasn't a huge fan of it overall, so maybe the games today will kind of change my mind, but I still want to show it off to you guys. I'm gonna put Lee Boy's Twitter in the description below, so go check them out over there. Keep up with their decks, their lists, tournament results. But yeah, you might be like, what is Azul? Why is there only a 2/2 Dragapult in a Dragapult deck? Well, in Expanded, things work a little bit differently than Standard, and there only is a 2/2 Dragapult. That's mostly because, unless we played Malamar in this, which we want to play the Garb, because Garb's super strong when comboed with Treasure, and we already play Psychic Energy, it'd be really hard to set up a second Dragapult VMAX, to be honest, and get it functioning. So we just play a 2/2, because all we want to attack with is a 1/1 of it. And I had a little trouble with this the other day. I think I prized double Dragapult VMAX 3 games. So I had a little bit of trouble with that, but I don't think I think that was a little bit of an outlier, and it's 2/2 is just more than fine. So the goal is to just get out a turn 2 VMAX, and then from there Trash Launch becomes our main attack to work with for the rest of the game. So we go 1 Dragapult. I did use 2 Dragapult in a few games, or get close to using 2 in a couple games. Sometimes I'd whiff the VMAX. I'd go in with the Jet Assault. I wouldn't get KO'd. I would try and Jet Assault again, or just Jet Assault for 60, and then go to set up another VMAX, and then close out with Trash Launch, stuff like that. But generally, you go with VMAX into Trash Launches, and that's basically your whole game plan. You have the ability to lock Garb as well if you got Garbline in here. Garbotoxin, so many abilities in Expanded, because there's that many more cards to work with. So shutting those down, shutting down specific abilities, especially super strong, super powerful. So yeah, 2 Garbotoxin, 2 Trash Launch, 4 Trubbish to get those guys set up to 2/2 Dragapult, like I mentioned, our opening attacker, and then we kind of clean up with Trash Launch, 1 Dedenne, 2 Crobat, 1 Tapu Lele, 1 Wobbuffet, as the rest of the Pokemon in the deck, some support Pokemon. And Wobbuffet's really nice to send up turn 1 if we go first, or even if we go second, just send it up there and be like, all right, I'm going to slow my opponent down, not let them get too much done. And the reason, pretty easy to get into the active, is because we play 4 Treasure, 4 Quick Ball to find our Pokemon. So 4 Treasure can find all of our Psychic Pokemon. The Quick Ball's also out to all the other Pokemon besides the Garbs and the VMAX, and then we play 4 Float Stones. So fighting the Wobbuffet's not too hard, getting to the active is not too hard, getting out of the active might be a little bit harder because then we have to find another Float Stone, but we always have Guzma as well as something we can use. Other cool things in the list is 3 Enhanced Hammer, a lot of very key special energy in Expanded right now in decks like Teenachomp or Colossal. Colossal plays like 8 special energy, so the Enhanced Hammers are just constantly being slung at them, forcing them to use their first attack, which doesn't 2-hit KO or Dragapult. So and E-Hammers are just like a lot of value from those right now. So 3 Enhanced Hammers, 1 Computer Search, just basically find whatever we want when we want. Supporter, nothing really too ridiculous. Got 1 Faba, 1 Guzma, 1 Colress, 2 Sycamore, 2 N, and then 1 Pokemon Ranger. So nothing too ridiculous in the supporter lineup, and then 4 Via Seeker to back those up as well. 4/4 on the energy. This is also something that felt a little bit light. Like I felt like I was just whiffing energy a little bit too often than I would like. So this is something I could definitely see upping. 2 Chaotic Swell helps keep stuff like Parallel City out of play from like bench locking us, or even stuff like, I don't know. Actually, I didn't get too much value out of these. This is another card. Once again, we're just gonna play with this list, but I'll mention the cards that I felt like I didn't get a ton of value. I didn't get a ton of value out of Chaotic Swell, but they're really good for keeping like stuff like Silent Lab out of play, I guess. So that's like still something for them there. 2 Field Blower as well to get items in the discard pile, and Field Blower stuff like Silent Lab or even like Parallel City if we're getting bench locked by that or something like that. And that's the build. Once again, the boys list. Check them out. Check out the live stream, and let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first game. Now, I have been going second. I actually don't know. I have been going first. I have been going first because, like, theoretically, we want to go attach to Dragapult, turn to attack. Now, I have been, like, sometimes whiffing that, but it feels like if you go second, and maybe going second is better, to be honest, because we could, like, go second, Dragapult, put Wob in the active, stuff like that. And sometimes our opponent has a really bad turn one if we do go second. We actually got... Ooh. Put this guy in the active, though. We cannot Crobat. I think we should go Trubbish here. Yeah. Okay. And maybe we'll get a Float Stone or something and move it out. But yeah, I don't know. First versus second, I'm still, like, not sure which I think is better. Because if we go first, it's hard to get Wobbuffet in the active on the turn one, to be honest. Like, we might luck out here a little bit and be able to do it. It's definitely hard to accomplish. Top deck like Dragapult would be really good here, because then we can computer search away this and this, get the energy, and then put it on the Dragapult, bench Wobbuffet, Crobat for 5. Muscle Band's not bad, though. So we can go treasure away this, get ourselves Dragapult, bench, even computer search away these two now and just get the energy. Actually, they're playing a what's it called, deck as well, Garb deck, so they're gonna be a little bit slower as well. So I think I'm comfortable doing this and just going to grab the energy, because I want to Crobat for a couple more cards here, to be honest. I definitely want to keep the Trash Lanch around, though. Trash Lanch is a super... Also, getting a basic energy is super important in the mirror match because of the enhanced hammers. So, okay, follow-up. We might have to lose this Garb, which we could have one Garb at least, I guess, is like okay, but I would want more. I want both, I mean. Yeah, so if I go first... I guess I didn't need... No, I wanted to Crobat here. All right. We want to Crobat here because of Wobbuffet. I was like, wait a second, did I need to Crobat there? And we do want to Crobat there because of Wobbuffet. Because I was like, I think I may be overextended, but no. So if we go first, it sometimes feels like it's not that easy to get Dragapult energy. But if we go second, we basically gave our opponent kind of like a free turn. Most decks want to go second and expand it. But if we go second, we're basically giving our opponent kind of a free turn to be like, ooh, they can Bite KO this Trubbish. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they can get us with a Bite KO. That does mean we get to just Max Phantom this, which, okay, they're gonna run away. Okay, so we can go treasure away this. We're not gonna ability lock this game. We need to keep the Trash Lanch is like a little bit more important, I feel like. I don't want to lose an energy though, so I'm kind of torn here on what to quick ball here for. I want to have 2 Trash Lanches around. So I can get rid of this energy, and then we can grab Lele and Lele for N, which is what my thinking was. I think we're still going down this trail here. I'll even evolve this. We're just hoping to hit Floatstone here for it. There's a good chance we get Floatstone, and we can always Dead Change as well. We don't have to not Dead Change. We don't want to Dead Change, but looks like we're Dead Changing. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I'm not going to bench the Dragapult. We're going to let them go. I will throw this here, and I will hit a change. We will get that Floatstone, thankfully. Get this guy out of here. Treasure this to get a Trubbish, but I think we'll just chill, because if they do end them, if they end next turn, and I'm going to throw this all here. All right, back to the discussion first versus second. If we go first, it doesn't feel like I get off the turn 1 Dragapult energy that often. Getting Wob into the active is also nice. That's like a plus from going first. If we go second, we usually get what we want, but then our opponent is kind of like a free turn. Now, most decks want to go second, but they kind of get like a free turn without supporters because, or supporter or attack, because for me to really do anything, I have to go second. I mean, Dedenne is just kind of his weakest here, right? We want to keep the Tapu Cure around as well. Now I'm gonna lose a Trubbish, unfortunately. So that kind of stinks, actually, to be honest. But yeah, it kind of feels like they just kind of get +1 turn of no attack, no supporter, because we don't do anything until turn 2 anyways. So I don't know really how I feel about, like, first versus second. I'm still like undecided what I think is better with this deck. This game going first is working out. Something that's gonna happen every game though. All right, they get a Horror Energy. I don't think we're gonna get up to enough items to get 1 hit KO. Well, at this point, we're getting 2 hit KOs. So they're gonna have another Dragapult actually. It's not gonna really work out though because we're gonna E-Hammer this and then just not gonna work out. I don't think so. Anyways, we'll see. Phantom. I mean, I'm hoping we E-Hammer it. I guess that's what I should say. We don't have the E-Hammer yet. We have 3 in the deck though. And we're about to use the Sycamore. Only 24 cards left in the deck, so I think we will get there. Let's see. Already got our energy, which is nice. I don't think there's anything to thin out of the deck. I want to keep all that. Only 3 energy left. 2 E-Hammers, so we did prize one, so we could whiff. Muscle Band I'm not going to put anywhere either because they could get stuck in the active, and I want to be able to float stone them. And hey, we whiffed the E-Hammer. You don't like to see that. Max Phantom, hit him. We do take 20 from the horror. So actually, they could KO us with a Trash Lance here. So this is getting kind of close. Yeah, Trash Lance I'm pretty sure would KO. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that would get the. Oh no, wait. 8 is only wow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 160. So that's only 310. So they would need a Muscle Band. So they can still do it. They would need a Muscle Band, or they could try and get cheeky and like put a Horror Energy on the Garb and be like, all right, if you kill my Garb, you know what I'm saying? But that'd be a little bit too cheeky. I think they would do that. And now I'm kind of regretting not attaching the Muscle Band though. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked. I think Muscle Band on the Lele was still probably correct. Because I could actually set up. This lives a turn. I go, hit here, 5 here. And then, did they just computer search for VS Seeker for Sycamore? Is that what just happened there? That computer search. Okay. Get rid of. All right, they have 1 Trash Lance to work. Well, I don't know if they're playing the exact same list. They missed, right? Oh, they got the Muscle Band as well. Come on, man. Is that even allowed? All right. Send up the guard. We could go Gust Knockout, to be honest. Is that like too... If they end me, I like, I'm gonna whiff. I feel like. If they end me, I think I'm gonna whiff. But I don't hate the idea of taking it that way, to be honest. Taking it that route. I'm just gonna go for it. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. If they don't end us, we do win. But there's almost no chance they don't end us, right? So we want to draw less prize cards right now, because that way, if they end us, we'll draw +1 card. So we draw 2 this turn, and we're gonna draw 3 next turn. And if they end us, we're gonna get 3 cards instead of what's it called. So we could get Guzma Energy. All right, here we go. Here comes the end. Let's see if we get. I could have just KO'd their active and end them myself. That was probably the safer play. I'm not gonna lie. But then they just come up and shred us, and they just need an energy to shred my next Trash Lance. So it felt like I was almost never winning that line of play, especially with how thin their deck is. Via Seeker, that gets us the Guzma. We don't have energy or what's it called. And our last Crobat's in the discard pile, I believe. Yeah, Crobat and I are gone. So we pretty much just lose here. I can't think of a route to win. E-Hammer's cool, finally. But... I mean, Shred does talk about any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, but effects are not weakness, I believe. So I could Trash Lance this, but then they would go knock out this, and then that's all my attackers, and I just kind of lose the game. But I think maybe, hold up, if we go Sycamore this turn, and then maybe end next turn. Let's Sycamore this turn. We can get the Trash Lance, okay. I don't know if I really have anything left. Trub. We could get Acid Spray involved, maybe. Or we could just set up Lele to KO this, to be honest. Get that out of the deck. I'm not going to bench the Trubbish. I guess I could bench the Trubbish, right? No, because then it becomes another thing that they could just shred. If they have an energy here, Max Phantom, we probably lose. Unless we get another... Okay, so if they go Max Phantom and it's a Horror Energy, I think they only have one of those left, but they only have like maybe 1 or 2 basics left. They can shred with this one though. I guess that would be annoying. So we have to go attach here. We have to like get both our basic psychics. Go attach, pass, or attach. We could Tapu cure. No, we can only heal bench Pokemon. So there's no point in healing this guy. I don't think. Sheesh. All right, there's our second Trash Lynch. I mean, if they set up that guy, we do just kind of. I mean, they could have Guzma energy in hand right now. Maybe this is the play they're making. That's why they sent up this one. Maybe. All right, is to the active. Okay. Muscle Band as well. Shred. All right. They have very few energy left. Throw an Enhanced Hammer. What if we just pass and they decked out or something like that? What if they can't get to the Garb? Well, they have Guzma, right? Well, Guzma could be the last prize card. They haven't used Guzma yet. Feels really bad. This guy's kind of pointless. We'll deck out first though. All right, so we're gonna put him down to 1 card instead of 2. There's the Psychic, so we can attach to our Lele. Pass. And we need to get our other Psychic, and then we should start using Energy Drive. And then we're a ways away from winning, but I guess I could have Colressed there. We have 2 other VS Seekers left after this one. I guess I could have Colressed here. I didn't want to end them because it seemed like their hand was dead. Now they have 3 cards. Maybe I end them again going to my turn. If they don't do anything this turn, maybe I do just Colress again. Alright, that's Colress. It's only for 3, but I need that energy. Before I lose. Alright. Basically drew this exact same hand. Maybe I should have sat here and draw pass and gone attach N when I finally drew the energy. Maybe that was better. Okay. They haven't been doing. I'm not gonna end yet. I should have just sat there and drew pass until it drew it and then end. I think. Like I said, their Guzma could be the last prize card. In which case, if they're playing the exact same list I am, they have like 1 energy left. So we'll just keep swinging. This has gotten to a very awkward point in this game. I think we'll end next turn. They're down a lot of draw support. They have an N left, maybe. There's the Guzma. Do they have the energy? They went for a Shred. Did they change? All right, so they have the energy in the deck, almost guaranteed, I think. Yeah, okay, they had the energy. All right, maybe I should have end on the last. Oh, I mean, I still would have needed a lot of time, but I had a decent amount of VS Seekers left. I should have maybe been a little bit more aggressive in my end. That got to a really cool, interesting point at the end there, but we do take the L. It still got really interesting. It looked like they were playing a very similar list. Very similar list. Very cool ending. Let's get into the next one. Okay, we're into another one. We won the coin flip again. Going first was pretty fine last time. Let's try going second this game and see if it changes. The Wob start's pretty cool though. I guess it would probably slow down their turn one. Unfortunately for us though, our hand doesn't really hit a mulligan though, so I guess that's fine. We'll be fine. Looks like Ultra Necrozma. So Wob actually kind of helps them to get off that first attack. Maybe. I mean, I guess they can't use what's it called. We could just like Hammer and Faba. Just get aggressive with these against our opponents. Not put too many items in the discard pile. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting for sure. So I'm just gonna grab. Oh my gosh, this has happened. Reprise both, baby. What's it called? Okay. Grab a Trubbish. We have 1 item, 2 items in our discard pile right now. All right, pass. This been happening way too much. Now, who knows? They might not even play. They might not even end. All right. Sure. Okay, let's try this again. We won the coin flip. Let's go second. But this time, hopefully our opponent doesn't concede on their second turn. So this would have been a good hand going first, actually. But yeah, once again, we're trying out the whole going second thing. So this is fine. Trying to get Wob. Well, I don't want to lose. I want to get an N. I want to lose 2 VS Seeker off the rip here. That would feel very not good. So hopefully we top deck like an N, or I can attach Crobat into an N, or just even a Treasure or Quick Ball for Lele. We're up against Turbo Dark. This is a bad matchup. Winnable though, because they do put quite a few items in the discard pile, which means Trash Lance will hit fairly hard, and Ability Lock Garb is also very good against them. So we're gonna be pretty aggressive here, trying to get Wob in the active for sure, and then turn to Ability Lock Garb, start swinging with. Okay, so it's the ADP Turbo Dark build, it looks like. Okay. This might be a little bit better for us because it's less, or maybe it becomes worse because they're a little bit less item reliant. I feel like to like get stuff going and have like, because they can, if they can get into like an Ultra Christian into ultimate race, stuff like that. There's the WoB, so that's good. I mean, that's just really good on their end. I talked about it, and now we drew a third VS Seeker. Gonna throw the Trubbish down. Goodbye, all of my VS Seekers. I really want to get into WoB here. Shut down abilities. If that, because that could be the factor for them actually doing anything on their turn. This is not the kind of hand we're looking for. This is terrible, man. Swell goes out, and we're going to pass. Yeah, down 3 VS Seeker. No current draw support in our current hand for the following turn. I mean, being down 3 VS Seeker is kind of part of that. That is a decent amount of our draw support throughout the game are the VS Seekers, or like option for draw support, because we can get stuff like Guzma, Baba, whatever, but them being used for draw supporters is one of their main things. One of their main things they do for us. Try to get into the WoB. Maybe get into the WoB was a little bit greedy and bench it. Oh, I almost felt like I had to bench the WoB. Maybe I should just Dead change once I drew the WoB. Be like, all right, Trubbish down, Dead change. I'd be down 1 less VS Seeker, and then I draw into the end, play the end. And maybe it would have been better if I just kind of gone that route. That could have been the way to go for sure. Just be like, all right, that's fine. Oh, they do play Skyfield. I was like, I don't think the Swell's going to do anything, but they do play Skyfield, so actually Swell, not bad here. I was like, I thought they would probably play Swell themselves, to be honest, but there's the Float Stone that they get off the Guzman Hala. Double Dragon to the ADP, but because they do play Double Dragons and we play 3 E-Hammers, I think this is definitely like winnable, because we can kind of slow them down that way. They put the Crobat down. They put a second Float Stone in play because they went with the Crobat, so that's going to be good for our Field Blower, but they're only down, what, 3 trainer cards or item cards right now. We get up to 5 on this next turn, but we're probably not going to do too much more than that, because like I said, our hand not very good unless we top deck like a Sycamore or something. There's a Float Stone. I can Field Blower. I can Jet Assault. That's going to be the extent of my turn, basically. And then they get to use that Ultimate Ray, which is what I was really trying to prevent. And that's what E-Hammer basically probably would have prevented, is that Ultimate Ray. But no such luck here. They get to use the Ultimate Ray. If I just had an E-Hammer here, and even if we just got to E-Hammer Jet Assault, I think we'd be in an okay spot. But this is not it for sure. And as I said, I'm not gonna lie, it's how a lot of my games were feeling with this deck. So maybe I just want to make some adjustments to the list, but maybe Dragapult just kind of is, and the way it wants to be built right now and expanded like this is just kind of a little bit awkward overall. Yeah, I don't even know if they play Weavile in here. I don't know if they can move energy around, so I think the E-Hammer here might have been just kind of lock this ADP up, especially with throwing down the double Float Stones, using that we could just Field Blower those, and then that would also put us in a spot where it's just kind of like they can't really move anything. And yeah, we're just in a really good spot. Like if they can't move the ADP to the bench to attack with this guy or something like that. So Field Blower here, plus maybe an E-Hammer if we had it. Which is the big thing I was looking for, was an E-Hammer this turn to respond to that Double Dragon energy of my opponents. Yeah, not happening this time. So that is that's super unfortunate. Not happening this time, so that's super unfortunate. But we'll see if they actually have anything else going on. And there's a Guzma. Okay, so they're going for the good old, what's it called, strategy, it looks like here. Boss, KO2 bars or KO2 bars. This does open up a bench space for us. So if we get a Quick Ball, we can get a Crobat or a Treasure even for Lele. I don't know if I'd want to use my second end now, but we definitely could. Here comes a Battle Compressor. I don't think they're up to enough items, though, for me to take a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here comes 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 now. I think they discarded an item with the Battle Compressor. Yeah, they discarded their other tag call. 10. Okay, so they're getting up there. They're climbing. All right, 220. If they put down 2 more, no more. Okay, so they are counting. It looks like it's 100. 220. Yeah, that's not enough to get this knockout. And I mean, we could still attack with Trash Launch into this though. Of course, that means we'd have to actually hit. All right, I think this one is about wrapped up. Let's go ahead and hit that concede button. Let's try one more. Okay, into another one. We lost the coin flip this time, but we did open Wobbuffet. So our opponent chose to go second, but the Wobbuffet start is super good. The rest of the hand, basically, I mean, the one thing we'd want on this turn is like an out to Dragapult. We don't have that yet, and we still don't have it, so we're gonna pass. But with Wobbuffet in our active, I guess they could still hit the max. It's pretty unlikely, I think, that they actually hit a turn 1 knockout here on my Wobbuffet. Not impossible. And actually, enhanced hammers are basically useless against Pikarom and Expanded because they do not play Special Energy and Expanded. There's no reason for Pikarom to play Special Energy, to play Max Elixirs. So they only want to play Basic Energy in their build, which is definitely fair. So yeah, no Special Energy for us to take advantage of with the Enhanced Hammers usually. Of course, that could change. They attach to the Pikarom, they play that, and then they failed that it changed because we have Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet already doing massive work for us here. Already very much doing its job. Comes a Max Elixir to the Dene. Okay, Max Elixir. Okay, so it definitely seems like it was worth it still to maybe put him on the bench. Our top deck is a Sycamore. We have a lot of dead cards, and I think we do Sycamore here. Don't forget to Field Blower. And then, yeah, play the Sycamore because they only have a 1-card hand. There's our Dragapult. There's some Trubbish. Okay, now I think we are in business. I'm going to pass over to our opponent. And now we are in business. Now we're in business. They could have like E-Switch attached. They could top deck a Sycamore. Get a knockout attached to Pikarom is still pretty threatening. I'm not going to lie. Want the evolution. We also want... I'm going to go with this first. All right, Lele's there. Lele for another Sycamore. Colress will have to do. That's fine. Colress. And I think I'm going to bench this third Trubbish instead of Treasure for the what's called. Because I need a lot here. And I don't think I'm going to get it. I think we're going to basically have to wait for our Wobbuffet to get knocked out, to be honest. Yeah, we didn't quite get there. I will attach. I will Chaotic Swell. I will also pass. Pass seems fine. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. And then we should have a Crobat, or I didn't check my prize cards, but a Crobat or Dedenne should be in the deck. And yeah, they still get the first attack here with this full blitz. Our Dragapult's ready to go though, so that's good. They're probably just gonna commit active. Yeah, and they'll be able to tag ball here and KO my Lele, but they'll have to hit my Dragapult, which is good for us. Top deck is a quick ball, so we have to treasure away. Quick ball. Okay. Treasure away, quick ball. Grab. I don't know. This guy. Or this guy. We could grab this guy. Quick ball away the Trubbish. Crobat. Keep the other treasures. Try and get ability lock set up, actually. I kind of like that. So let's go with that. The ability lock would actually be really good. Oops, not that. That was almost a big mistake. Don't do that. Keep the treasure to find our ability lock garb. So all we need is like a float stone or even a muscle band. I wouldn't hate putting a muscle band on it, to be honest. I don't want to though, because then it could get trapped in the active. We got the ability lock garb anyways. However, we did whiff the other good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hold everything, I think, actually. Because if I put ability lock garb in play, they could focus it. They can basically focus anything I put in play. If I put an energy in play somewhere, they could focus that. I guess it could have attached to Lele, but if I put ability lock garb here, they could go tag ball, hit this, KO that. I don't think they would do that. I think they're gonna go after the Lele, but they could. If I go bench Trash Lance with an energy, they could go tag ball, hit this, KO that, and then they go KO this and have to get one more. Yeah, here we go. They focus the Lele. Kind of what I expected, but I think, better safe than sorry kind of situation. And now I'm going to be super aggressive and put it all out because I can't really take anything specific out of play. We didn't have the tool. If I had a tool card, definitely would have gone and had a tool card, I definitely would have gone and done it the other way around. But it's fine this way. And I'm going to go ahead and computer search to make sure I get a float stone here, as opposed to getting the other Trash Lance out and then going like that. I'm going to guarantee the float stone here because I don't see a reason not to. I mean, I could not, but it doesn't really make a whole ton of sense. And they're still not doing anything, so I could have ended them to 2 less cards in hand, but last turn they just still didn't do anything. So I think this is still better overall. And then go ahead and max Phantom, hit 60 or 50 there. I could have benched the Dragapult V here actually, and made it so I could VMAX it next turn, which was probably a decent option because Trash Lance is only hitting for 80 damage actually. So yeah, that would probably have been a pretty decent option, to be honest, is to bench this. We'll bench it this turn for sure. There's Zeraora. This is one of the reasons I want that garb in play. Stop stuff like Zeraora's ability and so on. Floatstone, E-switch off. They can GX attack with the dude. Okay, and they did have a Professor's Research in hand. So what's it called? End looks like it would have been pretty good, to be honest. But we don't actually know until, you know, they play out their turn. So they got a Stadium bump, so they can get that Thunder Mountain into play if they want to. How many items are they in now? We're 140 now. Okay, so it's getting there. 140, 160, 180 when we Field Blower this. So we can actually KO this Zeraora. Okay, they're just getting up there now. It's just all the what's it called are coming out now. It doesn't really matter. They're all seeing play now. Here, they're all seeing play. So there's a ton of items in the discard pile now. They could grab Coco here, but to use Coco, they would actually need that hood as well. So they need to find Stealthy Hood. Because Stealthy Hood gets around Garbotoxin. Super cool. Oh, wait, they can't even use Marshadow. Same reason. So I guess if they play Field Blower, I might need to find that Field Blower, actually. They cannot Lele either. Actually, I'm so curious to see what they actually even do here. Like, they don't have anything. Oh my gosh, if they KO my Dragapult, they actually win the game. I didn't even realize that. Have I messed up here? I think I messed up here. How did I not realize that? How did I not realize if my Dragapult gets KO'd, I lose the game? Where have I been this whole game? All right, well, if they get another E-switch, we do just lose. Stealthy Hood on Zeraora. This guy can retrieve for free. Am I going to lose here? I think they're just going to pass. Dude, how did I miss that? That's insane. Okay. Yeah, so I should have actually Trash Avalanche last turn, 100%. I should have gone Floatstone here, Trash Avalanche. Go from there. I was like, all right, this thing gets knocked out. Who really cares? I care. This is not good. I don't know what I was thinking. Couldn't tell you. Don't do what I just did. I say that a lot. I'm saying it again. Let's go with this here, this here, this here, this here. We have at least one Floatstone left. We could Field Blower this plus the Stealthy Hood, I think. And then Dede Change. We know they have a Dedenne in hand, though. So then I would need to hit a tool card. Although it's likely I do. Okay, let's go with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know. I feel like this happens to me so much recently. Maybe it's just because it's expanded. I'm not really paying as much attention in expanded. Or something. I know it's a bad excuse, but... we missed our... we do have a tool card here, actually. So we can go... all this one. Okay, we should just win now. Or... I mean, if they have energy... we know one of their cards in their hand is... we know one of the cards in their hand is Dedenne. So that means the other card in the hand has to be energy. And I just realized they do play special energy. We didn't have an enhanced hammer in the last hand or anything, but... yeah, if one of the cards in the hand is energy, and then the other card becomes Guzma... they do just win by KOing my Dragapult VMAX. And it would be insane to lose this game, I feel like. I mean, I guess they didn't have... sure, they did that to Dedenne play, but they didn't have that bad of a start for the situation, because I didn't really have that much going on. I kind of let them attach 3 turns in a row, because I couldn't find Floatstone. They went for Full Blitz. They got the first attack off. Then they went Tag Bolt, and then I was like, okay, how do I clean up my last prize cards? They're not going to get it this game, but I definitely gave them a very big opening for exactly 0 reason. But we end up walking away with the win. It still plays out. Garb pulls it out in the end for us, basically, and we still get a dub here. But it was a little bit scary. I made it a little bit scary. Maybe I just like making things interesting. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for these games with the Dragapult Expanded. See you tomorrow.